Welcome to the new DPV garage. Welcome to DPV. I'm Josh, and today is a very exciting day for me. I have been dreaming about this moment since I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. Quite a few years ago, having my own shop. Look at this. The ghetto is inside. The big chief is inside. So let me give you a little tour. It's not perfect yet. Still got some organization to do. Still got some boxes to unpack. But I think we're doing pretty good. I don't know if you remember the last time I kind of gave you a tour of the property. There was a wall that divided this bay and that bay, and then you can kind of see on the ceiling there where paint's kind of messed up, there was a wall here as well. So tore those down, built some storage racks to get all the non-shop stuff up off the floor. This big old cooler, this is for the peaches and apples from the orchard. It was over here, and so now this back area is all storage. Got, like I said, still needs some organization. It's not as bad as it looks. I kind of know where things are, but there's also shelves with just random junk on them. So this wall here is gonna be pretty much like my contractor stuff and extra auto parts for immediate projects. Extra auto parts for non-immediate projects are going in that back corner up there. And then these two shelves are going to be for stuff that we access often, like camping stuff that we're going to put down here and coolers, that kind of stuff, but none of that's there at the moment. This is all extra materials from when we tore down the walls, and I've got a big old stack of 2x4s outside, which already are spoken for. We got some big plans in the house I'm pretty excited about, but got that all organized and taking up less space. So moving on over here, got my Fastener Storage. Then this shelf was back there, moved up here. So still got some boxes to go through, but I got some tools. I think the tools are gonna end up over there. It makes more sense. But this is like paint, fluids, nuts and bolts, those types of things. But I should be able to get it nice and organized. Then those bags will go away. These walls were insulated, so I kept all the insulation so we can use that in the house. So that'll go away, and I'll get a little bit more room for the ghetto, because it's a little tight here. Not too bad though. And then we've got wood stoves in the shop and in the house, and so we got like a pallet of Presto logs. So I'm gonna have to figure out a different storage solution for the Presto logs. I don't know, I might get rid of those two shelves there and build like a rack that goes up high, so I can stack like 2 layers or maybe even single layer up super high up the wall, so I can actually use this bay. Moving on over here, got my big contractor box. I don't do a lot of contracting work anymore now that I'm a pharmacist, but I do every once in a while take on the side job, and then obviously for my own personal stuff. So all my contractor tools there. Got some of my decor up. So I've been packing this crap around the last several years, and I haven't had a permanent place. Now we got a permanent place. So Allison got me that RX sign when I graduated pharmacy school. I finally got a place to hang it. I'm pretty excited about that. I got the adult bikes up on the ceiling, so I can link that kit I got on Amazon. So if you have bikes that are just like in the way all the time and you need a way to get them out of the way, that was a pretty easy install and it worked pretty good. So hopefully the rope doesn't break and land on us, but I think it's good. Then got the mechanic tools here. This side I'm hoping will be like fab shop-ish. So I got, drill press. I'm gonna, once I find all my drill bits, they'll go in that drawer. Got the press. We're gonna plumb it with air at some point. Got the fab table. And I'm thinking, so these shelves I just had, this shelf was here in the shop and that one came from the last place. So I'm using them for now, but thinking about doing like a bench right here and maybe even a bench here if I can find a different spot for the contractor box. So once that material is used up or I find a new home for it, I might move this over there, and I think it'd be good to have a bench here because these rolling boxes can go underneath, the other ones can go on top, and then the fab table will be a fab table, and then I can have a bench for like automotive stuff. Yeah, so then the electrical panel's right here, so I'm gonna get a 220 outlet put in on this side because most of the welding I think will happen on this side of the shop. But yeah, I think it's pretty spacious. So the front part of the shop where I'm going to do most of the work is like 31 across and 24 deep. And then it's got this little storage bump out there. So yeah, once I get a little more organized, I'll have a little more room, but I'm so excited to have the projects inside. So we're going to work on the Big Chief for a little bit here. I don't know if you saw the last Big Chief episode. Got the motor broke in, that was great. It sounds fantastic. I think I probably don't have enough timing in it. So I'm gonna advance the timing just a bump, and I gotta pull the carburetor, replace the accelerator pump, because we had a carb fire and the accelerator pump melted. So, might as well get a little action today. Give you a little tour of the shop, but let's get this carb pulled, see if we can replace that accelerator pump. I'll bump the timing just a little bit, and we'll see if we can take a little spin in the Big Chief. Get another half-hour run time, and then we'll change the oil and finally be able to go break something. It'll be a good time. We got 14 acres of forest to go play around in, so gotta get this thing going. All right, let's get that carb pulled. Sweet, all back together. Put the 1468 accelerator pump in. Did some reading on it, and people were saying that this one that came in this carb is not ideal, and this one gives you a little better performance. I don't remember the details, so I'll try to remember to put them in the description below on why it is this one is better. But I can't remember at the moment. Let's get this back in the Jeep and see if we can get this bad boy fired up. All right, I gave it a bump more timing. I had it marked where we had it the very first time we ran this thing, and then I can see where we had it, you know, now. So I just gave it just a little bump. Robbed a return spring from the Impala because we only had the single spring on there and it was not enough. So got double throttle return spring now. And dump a little gas in it. See what happens here. See what happens here. does it do that? All right. I really don't. So off idle. Oh, it's all the smoke from. Oh, there's a rag on the. Let me take care of that real quick. That's fun, huh? All right. I think I'm going to start with adjusting the position on the accelerator pump. We'll see what that does. I'll go one way, then the other. I don't know if it's getting too much fuel or not enough, but we shall see. The way it backfires, maybe not enough? I don't know. What do you think? We'll lean it out first and see what that does. So I'm gonna move it to this far position. All right, I moved it to the outside position, which leans it out on an Edelbrock. See what that does. Well, that didn't help. Let's go the other way. And that's about all the time I got for today, so hopefully that works. All right, moved it to the closest one. That gives it more fuel because it increases the total throw. So. Same issue. We're not even gonna go out. All right, well, it's fun to drive the Chief today. I'm thinking the next thing is gonna be checking out these metering rods and seeing if I need to adjust their Tony's garage, Uncle Tony's garage, I think he had a really good video on adjusting the metering rods based on, you know, what they look like when you pull the little cover off, because the little springs in there are supposed to fight vacuum, and I don't imagine that I have a whole lot of vacuum on this thing with that single plane intake. So I think my next step, order the Edelbrock track kit. It comes with different metering rods and springs. If you guys have other ideas, put that in the comments below. I'm still gonna order that kit though, so I can get this thing dialed in. Also, got a radiator leak, so looks like I gotta deal with that. Still gushing transmission fluid. Can't wait to rebuild that transmission and get rid of the Borg Warner 1339. But for now, this winter, we're just gonna wheel it as is. So radiator, check out the metering rods. Gotta get a longer rod for the air cleaner because I don't wanna be going without that for too long. And then I think we're just gonna play around for a couple months, trying to build a course back in the woods. There's a ton of things I wanna do this thing, but I gotta wheel a little bit. It's been too long. I think it's been since January 1st since I've actually wheeled this thing. So, yeah, new DPV garage, pretty stinking excited. We're gonna be back to pumping out some videos. It's the only video I got queued up to edit right now, but now that the garage is set up, the shop is set up, we'll be able to start getting back to that 1 or 2 videos a week here soon. So. All right, well, that's all I got for you this time around. If you want to support the channel, we got merch on Teespring. Link is in the description below. You can find some of the tools we use on Amazon. Links for those are in the description below as well. You can become a Patreon. Last but not least, just like, share, and subscribe. It's so awesome being above that 1,000 now. And we got our eyes on 10,000. I don't know how long it's going to take. Doesn't matter. But we want to get there. So share this with your friends for sure. Yeah, wheel it, wreck it, wrench it, repeat. See you next time.